The feeling of time scarcity is a misconception, not a reality. Have you ever found yourself wondering, where did all the time go? In our age of information overload, it often feels like we're constantly racing against the clock, always one step behind. But let's pause for a moment and consider, are we truly busier than ever before? Or is it just a matter of perception? The truth is, our perception of time can be deceiving. We're not actually short on time. Rather, we're trapped by our own misguided beliefs. This perceived lack of time is more of a psychological phenomenon than an objective reality. We tend to overestimate how busy we are and underestimate the time we actually have available. Studies in psychology have shown that our subjective experience of time directly impacts how efficiently we use it. When we believe we're short on time, we're more likely to become anxious and work inefficiently. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we worry about not having enough time, the harder it becomes to use our time effectively. Try this simple exercise. Take a minute to recall your activities from yesterday. How many details can you remember? You'll likely find that many periods are hard to recall. This demonstrates how our minds often overlook moments that seem unproductive. In reality, these could be valuable instances of relaxation, reflection, or creativity. Shifting our perspective on time is the first step towards mastering it. The next time you feel time pressured, ask yourself, am I really short on time? Or do I just feel that way? You might be surprised to discover that the real issue isn't time itself, but how we perceive and utilize it. Consider this. Time is like a playful sprite, slipping away when we fixate on it, but leaving unexpected gifts when we relax our grip. By learning to coexist harmoniously with time, you'll uncover countless moments of unexpected joy in your life, alleviating time pressure and boosting productivity through priority reassessment. Picture this common workplace scenario. An inbox overflowing with unread messages, an ever-growing to-do list, and the constant threat of urgent assignments from superiors. At the end of each day, you feel like you've been frantically busy, yet have little to show for it. Sound familiar? Don't fret, see, there's a way out of this cycle. And it's simpler than you might think. The key lies in redefining your priorities. While this may sound straightforward, it's a challenging skill to master. The fundamental principle is this: urgency and importance are not synonymous. Learning to differentiate between the two is crucial for effective time and energy management. Here's a practical approach. Categorize your tasks into 4 quadrants. The first encompasses tasks that are both important and urgent, such as addressing critical client issues. The second includes important, but non-urgent tasks, like skill development. The third covers urgent, but less important matters, perhaps a colleague's request for a quick favor. The final quadrant contains neither urgent nor important tasks, like mindless social media scrolling. Now, let's tackle each quadrant strategically. Naturally, tasks that are both important and urgent require immediate attention. However, the real game changers are the important, but non-urgent tasks. These often contribute to long-term growth, but are easily overlooked. Regularly investing time in these areas can lead to significant progress, often without you even realizing it. For urgent, but less important tasks, consider delegation or politely declining. As for items that are neither urgent nor important, don't hesitate to eliminate them entirely. Take a moment now to review your to-do list. Color-coding tasks according to these 4 categories. You may be pleasantly surprised to find that your seemingly insurmountable list of tasks suddenly appears more manageable, potentially even revealing pockets of extra time. Keep in mind that prioritization is just the beginning. The next challenge lies in effectively executing these tasks. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. See, for now, savor the sense of relief that comes with a more organized approach to your time and tasks. Harnessing the power of flow to maximize productivity and creativity. Psychologist Meurisse describes flow as an almost automatic, effortless, yet highly focused state. If this reminds you of how you feel when engrossed in your favorite game or hobby, you've experienced flow firsthand. In a state of flow, time seems to stand still. You're completely absorbed in the task at hand, to the point where self-awareness fades away. This state not only brings a sense of enjoyment, but also dramatically enhances productivity and creativity. Imagine the potential if you could achieve this state in your professional life. Contrary to popular belief, entering a flow state isn't reserved for geniuses. Here are some practical strategies to cultivate flow. Create a distraction-free environment. Yes, this means silencing those social media notifications. Challenging, but worth it. Set clear, specific goals. Replace vague intentions like "I'll work hard" with concrete objectives, such as "I'll complete this report by 3 p.m. Choose tasks that are slightly beyond your current skill level. The sweet spot lies between boredom to easy and frustration to difficult. Consider the case of a freelance writer who often struggled with deadlines. After adopting flow-inducing techniques, he saw remarkable improvements. Each morning, he would eliminate distractions, set specific writing goals, and immerse himself in his work. The results were transformative. Not only did he meet deadlines consistently, but the quality of his writing improved significantly. Perhaps most importantly, he rediscovered the joy in his craft. However, it's important to note that maintaining a constant state of flow isn't feasible or desirable. Just as we need breaks when playing games, we must incorporate rest periods into our work routines. The key is finding the optimal balance between intense focus and necessary relaxation. After all, true productivity isn't about nonstop work, but about discovering your ideal rhythm of engagement and recovery. Strategic breaks. The key to productivity, not a hindrance. Conventional wisdom might suggest that working nonstop for 8 hours would yield the most productivity. However, the reality is quite the opposite. Extended periods of uninterrupted work often led to diminished efficiency and increased errors. Paradoxically, those seemingly unproductive regular breaks can significantly boost your work performance. Indeed, rest isn't a waste of time. It's a powerful tool for enhancing productivity. This concept is known as strategic rest. It's not about aimlessly scrolling through your phone while lounging on the couch, but rather engaging in planned, purposeful short periods of relaxation, much like tactical timeouts in sports. Strategic rest allows you to recharge and refocus during your workday. The benefits of strategic rest are backed by scientific research. Studies indicate that regular breaks not only enhance attention and creativity, but also reduce stress and improve overall work efficiency. One study of office workers found that those who took a 17-minute break after every 52 minutes of work were the most productive. This suggests that colleagues who consistently work overtime might actually be less efficient than those who incorporate regular breaks. So how can you implement strategic breaks? Here are a few strategies. Try the well-known Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then rest for 5. If that cycle feels too short, consider a 90-minute work cycle, which aligns with the body's natural rhythms. During breaks, engage in activities like deep breathing, stretching, or brief meditation. Remember, the key is to fully disconnect from work during these breaks, giving your brain a genuine opportunity to recharge. It's important to note that the ideal rest method may vary from person to person. Some might prefer a quick nap, while others might benefit from a short walk. Experiment with different approaches to find what works best for you. Don't be discouraged if it feels uncomfortable at first. With time, you may find yourself looking forward to these rejuvenating breaks. Keep in mind that balancing work and rest periods is just one aspect of effective time management. As we move forward, we'll explore how to achieve equilibrium between your professional and personal life, leading to a more holistic sense of life satisfaction. After all, there's more to life than just work, isn't there? Work-life balance, the cornerstone of sustained success and happiness. A recent global survey spanning 13 countries revealed a startling statistic. 42% of professionals reported deterioration in their work-life balance over the past 2 years. This figure is alarming. But perhaps more surprising is the misconception about what work-life balance truly entails. It's not merely about equally dividing hours between professional and personal pursuits. In essence, work-life balance is about achieving an internal sense of fulfillment. It's not about meticulously timing your professional and personal activities, but rather about finding purpose in your work and joy in your personal life. True balance is achieved when you derive meaning from your career and happiness from your personal experiences. So, how can we attain this equilibrium? The first step is establishing clear boundaries around your work. This doesn't necessitate adhering to a rigid 9-to-5 schedule, but rather being intentional about clocking out when you decide to end your workday. This means turning off work-related notifications and resisting the urge to just check one more thing. Rest assured, the world will continue turning if you don't respond to emails for a few hours. During your personal time, engage in restorative activities. This isn't as complex as it sounds. It simply means doing things that bring you joy. This could be anything from morning jogs and yoga sessions to painting or enjoying your favorite TV show. The key is that these activities should be sources of relaxation and pleasure, not additional stress. Consider this quick self-assessment. Can you eat a meal without checking your phone? Do you have time to pursue your hobbies and interests? How often do you miss important family events due to work commitments? If your answers to these questions leave you feeling dissatisfied, it may be time to reassess your approach to work-life balance. Remember, striving for work-life balance isn't selfish. It's a form of self-care that enables you to be your best self in all aspects of life. After all, a fulfilled and happy individual is more likely to excel as an employee, partner, parent, or friend. So, why not start today? Take the first step towards finding your optimal balance and unlocking a more satisfying and successful life.